Welcome to Northland Basketball, presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hey, sports fans, welcome back into Northland Basketball. Welcome back to Hatch Toyota Arena, the home of the Show Low Cougars. And the Show Low boys are getting set to take on tonight's opponents in our Game 2 of the broadcast doubleheader here. The boys varsity matchup. Show Low taking on Thatcher tonight. Welcome in courtside to Show Low. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play call as these teams continue their warm-ups. We got about 2 minutes till we get to starting lineups. I think they'll do the national anthem again. They normally do here at Show Low for the second game. We'll see how that shakes out. But the Show Low Cougar boys come into this one with a 4-1 overall record. Nice start to the season for the Show Low boys. Is it 15-0 like the Lady Cougars right now? No, it's not. But they'll take 4-1 for sure, and they kind of like where they're at right now. They've got wins over Monument Valley, a big win, a 19-point win over the Monument Valley Mustangs that started the season for them back on November 28th. Also a win over Round Valley, 57-47, a couple of days after that. They go into December, and on the 1st of December, got a win over Chino Valley, 65-42. Did lose at Coolidge and lost kind of big in that game, 78-37, but then bounced back with a win over Crisman down in the Valley. Final there was 68-52, and that brings us to tonight and a 4-1 overall record for the Show Low Cougars. Tonight, they take on the Thatcher Eagles. Thatcher hasn't had much of a chance to play here so far in the season. Thatcher opened up on November 27th. They lost to Buena. Final was 63-47. And then they got their so far only win of the season. It was on November 30th. They beat Douglas 74-51. They've had almost 2 full weeks off since that victory. And they get a chance now here at Show Low at Hatch Toyota Arena to play their 3rd game of the season. Well, there's Cutter Seeley. There's Preston Power, a couple of those starters for the Show Low Cougars. They'll get ready to go here tonight against Thatcher and see if Show Low can get their 5th victory on this young campaign so far. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Floyd Simmons. I get to call the play-by-play in this one tonight. Our broadcast crew led by our producer Derek Simmons. Our technical director tonight is the current 3A conference all-state wide receiver, first-team all-state wide receiver David Simmons is on the switcher tonight, our technical director here for the broadcast. And we say thank you as well to Big Sean Ulestad way up top on camera, helping us bring you the broadcast here from Show Low High School. Starters being announced, and for the Thatcher Eagles, Landon Duncan has gotten his name announced. Brett Jones is in this starting lineup. So is Wyatt Nicholas and Christian Carter, and the 5th starter for Thatcher is Isaac Palmer. Those young men get their names announced to the sparse Eagle fans that made the trip here to Show Low tonight. Not many of them. We'll see how much noise they make on this one tonight here at Show Low High School. Cougar fans also didn't show up in droves. I don't know, maybe it's Christmas shopping time. Who knows what's going on out there? It's cold, I know that. Sun goes down, it gets cold. And for those of you Cougar fans that are at home watching the broadcast, thanks for checking in with us. Starters being announced for the Show Low Cougars. They include Thomas Ellsworth and Nash Brewer getting a start here tonight. Cutter Seeley is in the starting 5. Also opening up this one for Show Low is Cameron Wallentine. And the 5th starter is the great Preston Power, one of the best big guys Show Low's had in a very, very long time. Time for the national anthem, everybody. national anthem here for Game 2 tonight. Welcome in, everybody, to our broadcast of Northland Basketball here, presented by the Sports Zone. And we are tonight live bringing you Cougars basketball from the home of Show Low Athletics, indoor athletics. This is Hatch Toyota Arena. And our officials for the broadcast, well, not for the broadcast, for the game. They might take umbrage to being designated as officials for the broadcast. Those officials out there: Paul Hancock, the guy tossing it is Brian Lang, and joining them for the three-man crew here is Quinn Ashton as well, everybody. We're underway, and the opening tip is controlled by the Thatcher Eagles. This is Christian Carter with the ball. Now Isaac Palmer, and he'll deliver left side to Landon Duncan. Underneath it goes. Brent Jones in the paint. Kick it out right side for a three-point try. That's going to be no good out there. Battle for the rebound controlled by Thomas Ellsworth. And the Show Low Cougars get their first opportunity. Preston Power saving one. It's a Brewer. Nash Brewer outside. Cutter Seeley. Here's Thomas Ellsworth. And on the angle, Nash Brewer inside to Preston Power. The baby hook, no good there. Inside it goes again. Offensive rebound put back in. Preston Power delivers for Show Low. 2-0 Cougars in front. We get underway with Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone. Top of the key, Wyatt Nicholas for Thatcher. Back outside, Jones. Nicholas again on the move, very quickly with the left hand off the glass. Showing a lot of speed, he got by Power. And he kissed it nicely off the glass for the first Thatcher points of the game. Tied at 2, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Sports Zone Radio's YouTube and Facebook live stream video channels. Thank you as well for joining us on radio in the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM Show Low, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. Nicholas to Palmer, and that pass trying to return to Nicholas is tipped up in the air. Thomas Ellsworth for Show Low, but his pass is too tall for his intended receiver. It's stolen. Taken right back by Nash Brewer. Brewer on the attack. And he feeds it, delivers, and commits a player control foul. Offensive foul on Nash Brewer. First of the game on Nash. Well, you know, I only saw the tail end. I didn't flash up there to see that replay. Folks, I'm sure you saw it, and you've got your opinion on that. Nash did not like the call. Then again, what player does like getting that call, all right? Thatcher's got the basketball in there, visiting Kelly green uniforms, white numbers, black trim. Got a little, what is that, Argyle pattern on the sides. Preston Power tips the ball, creates the turnover. Cutter Seeley going 1-on-2 into front court. Controls it, gets it back outside. The trailer, Walentine. And the shot is good. Cameron Walentine with the first shot from distance for the Cougars. And gives them a 5-2 lead. And a turnover by Thatcher. They're going to carry that one. And here on the clock, 5 minutes and 20 seconds, first quarter action. Another look at Walentine's beautiful shot. And he delivers from downtown. The drive, Nash Brewer unable to make that one. Thatcher's got the basketball into front court from the corner. This one on the way, and that shot is good. And the shot good by Christian Carter for the three. And Thatcher, boy, dangerously there. The follow by Wyatt Nicholas. He swooped in way above the basket. Got his hands in there in the cylinder, but no call on that. As the Cougars turn it over, take another look at this one. Splash from outside. Watch Nicholas come in at the end of the play. Gets a hand in there. Shot was through. It was through the cylinder. It's all good. And Thatcher's got the basketball. They've tied the game 5 apiece early on here at Hatch Toyota Arena. From the corner right side, that one's going to rim out no good. Cameron Walentine, a Show Low rebound. Ellsworth getting the screen, and he gets to the basket, unable to make the shot. Still working on that. It's his kryptonite right there, is the layup. but he brings so much energy to the lineup for the Cougars. And he and his team are going to inbound the basketball. Preston Power to throw it in. And dangerously has it tipped right at the camera guy. Right at Derek Simmons. I've said many times, that our camera guys, first order of business is protect the camera. It's really more valuable than pretty much anybody's actual life here on the broadcast team. I kid. Turnaround, Preston Power. Too strong there. Rebound, Thatcher. They're going to say last touched by Show Low out of bounds. There's another look at it. Here it is. Looks like it might have been kicked by the guy with the yellow sneakers right there. That guy is Christian Carter, who brings it into front court for Thatcher. Halfway through the first quarter, and a pass through Nicholas's hands. Wallenstein picks it up for Show Low, and he hands it off to Cutter Seeley, and he is rejected outside. Isaac Palmer timed it perfectly, got the block, and another block. Thatcher's got the basketball. Not for long. Nash Brewer racing back on defense with a steal. Long pass up the left sideline, tipped out by Wyatt Nicholas. So both teams playing pretty fast, playing very fast on defense. Making stuff happen out there. Stops the clock with 3:31 remaining in the first quarter. Here comes the inbound for Show Low. It's a 5-5 game in the first quarter. Brewer, the give and go. And he has to pull it back outside. In it goes, and that's hard to stop. Preston Power powers it up. Second field goal for Preston in the game. There is Nicholas on the drive. And they're going to call player control foul on that. I think that's a good call by the official. I mean, it's very, very hard to get away with any sort of contact on the defender when you're coming in. And I think that what they're looking at is, it's in the definition, the player control. Are you just kind of wildly attacking? How much are you working to protect yourself and the opponent on your way in there? That one's going to go out of bounds off Show Low. Thatcher owns it. Landon Duncan throws it in. Christian Carter dribbles into front court for the Eagles. Up on the left angle. Dylan Riney has come into the lineup for Thatcher. There's a nice finish. And the second bucket today for Christian Carter. Thatcher ties it again at 7. Reverse layup, Cutter Seeley unable. The follow no good for Wallenstein. And Thatcher unable to get a transition basket. Show Low races back the other way. Wallenstein spots up, the three on the way, no good there, tipped, and Cameron's got it back. And this time, good. Gets it off the glass. Cameron Wallenstein for Show Low. He's got 5 early points in the game. The other 4 points for Show Low belong to Preston Power. Oh, Nash Brewer, nice hands, tips it to Seeley. And Cutter's got the Show Low basket. It's great anticipation, just great hand-eye coordination by Nash Brewer to make that play start. Seeley on the finish. Personal foul on Cutter Seeley now. And the first foul of the game on Cutter. Second team foul on Show Low. Thatcher's got 1 team foul. And we got 92 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Thank you to our sponsoring partners that make it possible for us to bring you Northland Basketball. Holbrook Family Dentistry is a valued partner of ours here at the Sports Zone. The second year that they have joined us as presenting sponsors of Northland Basketball. And a long distance shot is good for Landon Duncan. That makes it 11-10. Show Low has Well, they're the only team so far that's led in the game. Nash Brewer makes sure that the lead is going to stand for a moment longer. He knocks his first three down of the game. Big shot from Nash outside. 14-10, the lead right now for Show Low, and a travel call on Thatcher. So another opportunity for the Cougars. Watch Nash get the screen, get open, make it look easy. Cameron Wallenstein kicks out. Brewer. Good job by Duncan to cut him off defensively. No shot there. Seeley now Ellsworth. Back to Brewer. Top of the key, this is Preston Power with it. Ellsworth. Show Low taking their time. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Outside Ellsworth for three. That's going to glance off the iron. Rebound. Thatcher. Palmer's got it. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. 14-10, and Thomas Ellsworth picks off the pass. Going to go around the defender. Nice job by Ellsworth. Got the steal, took it himself, beat the defender back. We got 10 seconds now left. First quarter. Show Low by 6. Right side, drive, shot, and we get a foul. That's going to work on, I think that's Seeley who came over. Nope, Nash Brewer. Brewer is the guy that gets whistled. Second foul early on in this game on Nash. Inbound play coming up. Christian Carter to throw it in. 1.1 seconds. Now that's Duncan. Duncan going to throw it in. And you got to catch and release, and Carter does. From the corner, but the shot is no good. And we finish out the first 8 minutes with Show Low on top. 16-10, everybody. Stand by. Second quarter on the way. This is Northland Basketball right here at the Sports Zone.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to our courtside location at Hatch Toyota Arena, the home of the Show Low Cougars. As we start the second quarter, Show Low on top, 16-10. Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play here for the Sports Zone. And Thatcher will begin with possession of the basketball. Landon Duncan has it. Out top, Brett Jones for 3. And that's going to hit the back iron. No good there. Nash Brewer goes up high to get the rebound. Thatcher has both Jones and Duncan. As you watch, Thomas Ellsworth unable to get the layup. And that's going to tip out. Show Low's got an inbound play coming up. The other of the 5 on the floor for Thatcher include Isaac Palmer. And guarding the inbound pass, Daniel Porter makes an entry into the game. Christian Carter out there as part of the second half starting 5 for Thatcher, and Nash Brewer busts another big shot, his second 3 of the game for the Show Low Cougars. Nash has got 6 in the game. Cutter Seeley's got a rebound for Show Low, and he's going to get out in front of everybody. And then slow up, spot up, and he misses the 3-point try. Rebound Duncan. He'll go coast to coast. He is fouled before the shot. Guy that got him was Thomas Ellsworth. First foul in the game on Thomas. Take another look at Nash Brewer. Burying the 3 for the Show Low Cougars. Nice look on the replay by our production team. 7:05 on the clock, second quarter. At halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Comes up. Cameron Wallentyne comes up with a Show Low rebound. Nice baseball pass up the floor. Ellsworth feeding Power on the drive, and it's tipped out, knocked out, and they're going to call that a good block. Out of bounds, no foul called there. How about Cameron Wallentyne with that nice right-handed baseball pass? He's a left-handed shooter. I don't know if he throws righty or lefty. We'll have to watch him on that. Shoots with that left hand leading the way. That was a great kind of a baseball pass with the right hand across the paint. Strong pass, good pass, but Show Low will have to look for points off an inbound. Shot clock says 30 seconds. Inbound Wallentyne to Ellsworth. Cameron Wallentyne, Thomas Ellsworth, Cutter Seeley, Nash Brewer, Preston Power start the second quarter for Show Low, and their coach James Simmons. Same as the starting five in the game. And there's a miss and a tie-up and a jump ball. There's Coach Simmons. And here comes Thatcher for the inbound pass. Nope, it's Show Low basketball. Powers got it, and he is doing everything he can to try to beat Brett Jones right there. Ends up getting contact from Jones, and to the foul line goes Preston Power. That'll be Brett's first foul of the game. Thatcher is going to check Chad Johnson into the game. Johnson joins a lineup that trails by 10 right now. Show Low at the line in the personage of Preston Power, and Power's got both of them. 21-10 Show Low. From the baseline left side, Landon Duncan unable to connect. For Thatcher, loose ball, and Nash Brewer picks it up and gets fouled. Well, that was a pretty good effort in backcourt. Good hustle effort by Christian Carter, but he was getting so tangled up out there. First with Ellsworth and then with Brewer. You knew somewhere along the line he was going to get whistled for the foul, and then eventually did. So the ball goes back over to Show Low. Second team foul here in the quarter on the Eagles. Remember, reset fouls every quarter now in high school basketball in the state. No more 1-and-1. Backdoor cut, Cutter Seeley, he gets blocked on a good effort by Isaac Palmer, but Palmer got a bit of the forearm there on the shot block attempt. That'll send Seeley to the foul line for Show Low. First shot for Cutter is off the mark. The Show Low boys come into the game 5-1 record. Cutter Seeley 1 out of 2, and then he'll leave the game after making that shot. And for his first time today, Cohen Stoddard checks in for Show Low. Cohen joins Power, Ellsworth, Wallentyne, and also coming into the game now for Show Low is Hadley Dazen. Hadley was the Sports Zone's player of the game the last time we covered a Show Low boys contest last week. Dazen with a great game. Dazen picked up the Player of the Game award. That's presented here by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Pull-up jump shot from the foul line is perfect for Isaac Palmer. That dribble to the line, pull-up and shot. I marvel at these young men that can, young women that make that shot, because I've tried it, can't do it. Takes so much touch and practice. And from the elbow left side, it's the same thing there. That's a tough shot. Cameron Wallentyne makes it look real easy for the Show Low Cougars. Cameron 7 points in the first half. And Preston Power with a blocked shot for Show Low. We approach the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Power underneath. Too much, too strong. Good influence defensively. I think the guy that made him miss was Chad Johnson's, just his mere presence there underneath. Now Cameron Wallentyne blocks a shot for Show Low. He blocked Brett Jones on the baseline. Can Show Low turn that into points? Wallenstein wants it. And the three-point try is no good. They were kind of tempting him out there, baiting him to shoot that shot. Brett Jones, cross-court pass. And this three on the way, it is no good out there. Johnson, the shot attempt. Preston Power, the Show Low rebound. And a 24-12 lead for Show Low right now. Inside to Power it goes, trying to quickly get it up there and release. But Brett Jones helped make him miss that shot, no good. Thatcher rebound, outlet pass is tipped out to reset for an inbound for the Thatcher Eagles. Remember, our next broadcast of Northland Basketball is on Thursday as you watch Cameron Wallenstein on the replay. Nice elevation. The catch and release, quick release by Wallenstein, and perfect on the stroke. And the shot is good. Show Low in front by 12. Our next broadcast is Thursday night. Doubleheader, girls at 6 p.m., boys at 7:30 here at the Sports Zone. That'll be at Snowflake High School. The Lobos hosting Round Valley. And then following that, our next broadcast will be Saturday evening, 5 o'clock scheduled start time for a boys-only broadcast on Saturday. Snowflake will host the Ganado Hornets. Thomas Ellsworth, second personal foul for Show Low. Thomas checks out. Nash Brewer checks in for him. Also a new face for Thatcher out there, Ryan Jones. Ryan Jones has come into the game for the Eagles. Braden Bryce making an appearance for the Kelly Green Thatcher Eagles. Ball in the corner, shot on the way. That's a good looking one, but it rims out, no good for Carter. Rebound for Show Low. And Keegan Kobzowitz has the rebound. Keegan into the game for Show Low, making some noise early on in his appearance. That shot no good. Rebound Thatcher. They've got the basketball. Carter at the top. Or rather, Carter now with the basketball on a feed from Johnson. Johnson gets it back on the left angle, and his three is too much. Comes down on a rebound to Nash Brewer. Long pass, looking for Stoddard up the floor. Knocked away. Thatcher's got it back. Landon Duncan, nice Euro to go by the defense. He was able to beat that Nash Brewer. And Duncan has 5 in the game for Thatcher. Show Low by 10. Spot up. And from the line, that 18-foot jump shot no good for the Cougars. Here they go. Thatcher going, racing with the rebound. Couldn't make the initial shot, but the follow is good. Up and tipped in by Braden Bryce. Bryce into the game for the first time just a moment ago, and he's got his first points of the game. There's a takeaway from behind. Got a little mentally lazy on the dribble there, and Christian Carter took advantage, coming in from behind, swooping in for Thatcher to make the defensive play. The Eagles now will try to trim a Show Low lead of 8 points. Outside, Bryce. Right side, Carter. That's not Carter. Pardon me, I keep calling Chad Johnson by Christian Carter's name. Sorry about that to those two young men. Show Low gets it back anyway. Here's Dazen. Kobzowitz at the high post. Try to hand off to Wallenstein. That was deflected. Duncan got a hand in there. Help wrest it away for Thatcher. On the way, on the drive, Carter can't finish. Second quarter has been a bit of an exercise in futility for both teams. They haven't had a lot of success on offense. This one, no good inside. Stoddard missed the shot for Show Low. 2 men down for Thatcher. One of those guys is Isaac Palmer. The other is Chad Johnson. Not Isaac, sorry, not Isaac. That's Braden Bryce, both Bryce and Johnson. Spent a little time on the floor. They're going to stay in the lineup. Coach has decided, hey, they're okay. They're okay. Make a man out of you, and they stay in the game. Show Low miss. Rebound Thatcher. Another miss. Duncan missing this time. Inside. Hard foul that will send Christian Carter to the foul line for 2 shots for Thatcher. And the guy that committed the foul is Keegan Kobzowitz. Kobzowitz's first foul of the game. The 3rd team foul on Show Low. Don't figure that team fouls are going to mean much here in the first half. 3 team fouls on Show Low, 3 team fouls on Thatcher, and a free throw good for Christian Carter. 24-17. There's another foul shot, make it 24-18. Now Thatcher is, slowly working their way back in. Show Low had a better than 10-point lead not very long ago, didn't they? Wasn't it 12 points? I believe it was. And all of a sudden, 6 straight points collected by Thatcher, maybe more right here. 53 seconds left in the half. They've got an open man up the floor, and Duncan does it. Duncan gets it, and Show Low's going to let it play out. No timeout from the bench here on an 8-point run. And is maybe even more. It might be 10 points for Thatcher. It might have been 24-10. I think it was Show Low in front at one point. Now it's 24-20. Cougars defensively have, well, really it's more offense. You talk in basketball, these coaches, they want their teams, a lot of coaches, they play with a defense-first mentality. That great defense really starts your offense. But I would also suggest that bad offense, which Show Low has really kind of had in the last maybe 3 minutes of basketball, bad offense is hurting their defense. Unable to get back with Thatcher running as they have in several opportunities. Another Show Low miss. Can't find the basket, and another make for Thatcher. Look at the comeback. Chad Johnson off the bench with the bucket right there. 3 seconds left. Powers got to shoot. He does. Beats the clock, but can't make the shot. And Show Low, just something happened in those final, 3 minutes. Could not get anything to fall. And Thatcher made him pay by storming all the way back from a better than double digits deficit to trail by just 2 points going into halftime. Our score here at Show Low 24, Thatcher 22. Great job by the Eagles. They have turned this one into a fantastic game. Time for us to grab a timeout. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report is straight ahead. Stand by for more Northland basketball right here at the Sports Zone.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud. Every home has a story to tell, and your furniture sets the stage. From classic to contemporary, farmhouse to European, the Furniture Gallery will match your taste with the perfect centerpiece or accent. Make each room in your home a place to gather, connect, and create lasting memories. The Furniture Gallery doesn't just sell furniture. They deliver comfort, quality, and unparalleled customer service. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, helps make a house a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Don't settle for less on a gift when you can give way more for way less. The Hallmark Gold Crown store in Pine Top goes beyond having the perfect card. Exciting new lines were just released. Bourbon Barrel Foods out of Louisville, Kentucky features gourmet sauces, nuts, and seasonings. Jack Black's Men's Superior Skincare, be manly and clean. And for ladies, Pinkies Up, luxury teas, sugars, cups, and infusers. Open Monday through Saturday, the Hallmark is where smiles are made together.
When exactness is ordered, Hatch Concrete will deliver. We provide ready-mix concrete for any size job, from the do-it-yourself project to the professional construction project, delivering a variety of aggregate to suit your concrete or construction needs from granite to cinders. Hatch Concrete is not just another ready-mix concrete company. We provide quality surface, quality concrete, concrete pumping, and Fox blocks where quality is not just a name, but a tradition. At Hatch Concrete, this mud's for you.
You probably already know the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass jingle, but this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we are giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 bonus cash right before Christmas. Hello, Santa! Right now, when you choose Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint for your insured windshield replacement, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or full-service car washes at the KK Express Wash, or a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present from the best auto glass tinters on the mountain. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 in holiday cash. And again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas bonus drawing.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
It is halftime. We welcome you back in, basketball fans, to Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is underway here now. And at halftime, Show Low a 24-22 lead over the Thatcher Eagles. And that was a lead that was much greater. I believe it was as big as 12 points. Well, it certainly was at least 12 points. It was 24-12 at one point. Might have been 24-10. Might have been a 14-point lead that Show Low had in the closing moments of the first half. But Thatcher, they made plays. They stepped up on defense. They converted. They had a nice transition game going, and they reeled off at least 10 straight points. And as I said, it might have been as much as 12 in a row to close out the half and get this to a 2-point game. So great job by Thatcher. Show Low's got their work cut out for them. The Thatcher Eagles came in with just 2 games of experience this season under their belt, and they haven't played a game in like 12 days. So Thatcher now, trying to get to 2-1 on the campaign, and certainly if they keep playing like they did in the final moments of the first half, they'll get there. Show Low's got to turn their game around for sure in this second half, start playing like they did in the first quarter and a half when they had developed the big lead that we aforementioned referred to. Take a look at the numbers in that first half. The Cougars are led by Preston Power and Nash Brewer. They each have 6 points. Nash has hit 2 3-pointers for Show Low. Preston, all his work has been done in and around the paint. He's also hit a couple of foul shots. Cutter Seeley with 3 points in the game. Thomas Ellsworth has 2 points, and I failed to mention Cameron Wallenstein at the bottom of my scoring sheet there. Cameron actually leads the way in scoring. Cameron with a 3-pointer early on in the game and a couple of nice jump shots. Well, a jump shot to add to that. He also had a shot inside the paint. Cameron has 7 points. That leads Show Low in scoring right now. Great job there, as I mentioned. Preston and Nash both have 6 points each for Show Low. On the other side, for Thatcher, they are led by a pair of Eagles with 7 points each. Landon Duncan has 7 in the game, including a 3-point basket. Christian Carter also has hit a 3 and has 7 points so far in the game. And then a quartet of Eagles with 2 points each. Braden Bryce has 2 off the bench. Wyatt Nicholas, 2 points. Chad Johnson with 2, and Isaac Palmer with 2 points. And if I'm not mistaken, 3 of those guys off the bench to contribute to the Thatcher scoring in this game. And as I mentioned a moment ago, big comeback to wrap up that first half by the Thatcher Eagles. Our upcoming basketball schedule looks like this. Sports fans, on Thursday night, our next broadcast is in Snowflake. Actually, Thursday and Saturday of this week will be in Snowflake. On Thursday night, a doubleheader starts at 6 p.m. with the girls' game. Snowflake hosting Round Valley. On Saturday, it's a boys-only game at 5 o'clock. Saturday, Snowflake hosts Ganado, the Ganado Hornets, and our first chance to see the Hornets for this season. So we look forward to that broadcast on Saturday. And we know how much you want to. We know how much you want to see the next week's schedule going into Christmas. Wrap it up. I got a text message I gotta make reference to here in just a moment, and I'll do that, Coach Jones. I will do that as requested. Next week's broadcast schedule, and there's some of it to be determined. Some is a possibility here. So there's a couple of games that we might do, might not do. But it starts next Monday. Monday, we travel to Page. It's ALA West Foothills at Page on Monday. The boys are actually going to play the first game that night. And then on Tuesday of next week, the 19th, it looks like Alchesay at Blue Ridge. Wednesday, Snowflake at Tuba. Thursday is a possible trip to Farmington. Monument Valley at Farmington next Thursday. We're doing what we can to work that out in the schedule, and we simply don't know yet if that's going to be possible. We will wrap up our pre-Christmas basketball broadcast schedule on Saturday the 23rd. That is Christmas Eve. Alchesay at Monument Valley. So a busy week, a lot of miles to be put on the old Sports Zone War Pony next week. It's going to be all over the place. But I'm telling you, we'll find a way to get it done for you. And Dude planned to join us for the rest of our December broadcast schedule. January is going to be no easier than that. Last year here at the Sports Zone, we broadcast 96 games. Boys and girls, total games combined, 96 games. Never been done before, I'm quite sure, by a single media company, single broadcast team. As you watch Wyatt Nicholas with the left hand off the glass get the second half scoring underway for Thatcher. And they have tied the basketball game. They have scored at least 12 straight points. They might be on a run of 14 straight points. I'm going to call it 12 right now because I can confirm that. The score was 24-12. Show Low in front at one point. That I can confirm. I know that as a fact. So let's just say 12 straight for Thatcher right now as they open up the second half scoring and tie the game at 24. Thatcher's never led in the game. We'll see if they can get a lead here. We'll see if Show Low can end this long drought that they have been on. Inside to Preston Power, and that's how you end it. You find the big fella under the basket, and Preston will rarely let you down. He's got 8 points in the game now, 8 for Preston. He leads the way in scoring for Show Low. Teammate Cameron Wallentyne with 7 points, and Nash Brewer gets the assist as you watch Show Low go back in front, 26-24. So Thatcher has never led in the game, and they got close right there on that last possession. A three-pointer would give them their first lead of the game. In the corner, Christian Carter, left side pull-up jump shot, just left at the elbow. It's good to tie the game again. We might have got we got an offensive foul is what we did. So the shot counts, the foul after the release right here by Carter. You'll see that one nicely done. It was Wyatt Nicholas fighting for a potential rebound who got called for his second foul. Nice look on his face by the shooter Christian Carter. He thought he was gonna lose the credit for the basket, but he didn't, and he did tie the game. 26 apiece. Inside, Preston Power showing his strength down low. And he muscles the shot up off the glass. It's good for Show Low. 28-26. The Cougars back in front. It's Cameron Wallentyne bats a pass out of bounds. Pass deflection. Stop the clock with 25 seconds on the shot clock. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. As you listen to Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone, listen and watch those on the live video stream broadcast. And a ball that gets knocked loose from Landon Duncan's dribble. Show Low takes it away. Wallenstein open from the corner. And the shot is good. Count the three. And he's going to go to the foul line as well. The late contact, trying to get out there and make a play. Just got there way too late after the release. Braden Bryce. Watch it on the replay right here. Cameron wide open. Trying to cover ground there. Bryce commits the foul, and Wallenstein with a 4-point play makes it go, makes it happen. Cameron in double figures, 11 points in the game. That leads the scoring for Show Low. Powers got 10. Show Low is back to a 6-point lead now. Carter, the release. The three-pointer is no good. And Nash Brewer is running with the rebound. Cross-court pass, Ellsworth. Working against Carter underneath. Gets to the baseline, back outside, Cutter Sealy. Nash Brewer. And his three is good. Nash knocks it down, his third of the game. And the Cougars are getting a run together themselves right here. 9 straight points. And that ends with Christian Carter getting to the glass. Going high off the glass to make the shot. But you'll watch again, Show Low get the three from Nash Brewer. Catch, set the feet, and knock it down. We'll grab a 30-second timeout, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment. It's 35-28, Show Low in front. This is Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Back in from the timeout. Show Low's got the basketball and the lead. 7 points, the advantage for the Cougars here in the third quarter. 5:12 on the clock. Thomas Ellsworth loses the dribble for a moment, and Christian Carter, who knocked it loose. Ellsworth got it back, and then Carter with the hand check foul, his second of the game. And Show Low will inbound. That's team foul number 3 on Thatcher here to start this second half, this third quarter. So they're going to get in foul trouble here in a bit. Remember, you get to 5 and your opponent gets 2 automatic free throws on most fouls. Inside it goes, Preston Power. He comes up short, knocked out of bounds. Nicholas got a hand to knock it out. And Show Low's going to reset for an inbound. Hey, I want to mention something to our floor camera. If you'll take a shot over here at the broadcast desk and get a shot here of the lovely Sonia Simmons after the inbound. Comes into Preston Power, and his jump shot is going to be off the mark. No good. Rebound, Thatcher. They've got the basketball. The lovely Sonia Simmons is going to depart. She's here watching the game. Just a fan today. She is going to be checking out of here in a moment, and I want to get a shot of her. As you watch, there she is right there. And I just want to say, because she made me a fresh batch, a fresh pot of outstanding Pasole. My favorite comfort food. I'm a big-time Pasole guy, and she makes the best, seasoned just right. And I just wanted to give her some credit because it's one of the ways I know that she loves me is the Pasole that she makes. So to the lovely Sonia Simmons, I say thank you so much. You watched the offensive foul called on Nash Brewer, his now his 3rd foul of the game. 2 of those have been offensive fouls. And Show Low trying to extend their lead again. Okay, 37-28 our score. There is somewhere in there the lovely Sonia Simmons. She's our statistician during football season. And if she didn't make me such an incredible Pasole, I might find it hard to forgive her for not doing stats during basketball. But I do forgive her. I do forgive you because you're amazing. Ouch. Rabbit punches. to the gut. No, she's amazing. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter, everybody. Our score here, 37-28. Show Low in front of Thatcher. I need to give credit for that basket just a moment ago that Show Low was able to connect on. As you watch Preston Power work inside, he is going to get fouled. You knew with all that traffic and all those bodies flying, Preston was eventually going to get fouled, and he'll get 2 shots now. We'll see the guy that's guilty of it. That is foul number 2 in the game on Isaac Palmer. Palmer picking up the foul. Check Show Low here. Give Nash Brewer his bucket that he met a moment ago. He's got 11 points in the game, and now Preston's got 11 points. Preston's got 12. Power leads it with 12 points. Preston, he's got, well, I said 12 points. Nash Brewer, 11 points, and Cameron Wallenstein, 11 points for Show Low. And they've got a 39-28 lead and a timeout. We'll grab a 30-second timeout as well, everybody. Do stand by. Back in a moment to Show Low High School. More Northland basketball coming right up.
Every home has a story to tell, and your furniture sets the stage. From classic to contemporary, farmhouse to European, the Furniture Gallery will match your taste with the perfect centerpiece or accent. Make each room in your home a place to gather, connect, and create lasting memories. The Furniture Gallery doesn't just sell furniture. They deliver comfort, quality, and unparalleled customer service. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, helps make a house a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Hey, thank you. Furniture Gallery in Snowflake. Hey, go do some local shopping for Christmas, everybody. Keep your money on the mountain, why don't you? And check out the Furniture Gallery and all that they have to offer here in the holiday season. They do these special pillow fittings. If you're like me and you're having an impossible time finding the right pillow, they take care of you. They get it done for you. All right? They'll get you all set up with the perfect pillow at the Furniture Gallery. I am going to take advantage of it this week myself, so I encourage you to do the same thing. Hadley Dazen in the game for Show Low just committed his first foul of the game. Inbound for Thatcher. Keegan Kobzowitz has checked in to the Show Low lineup. He joins Thomas Ellsworth, Cutter Seeley, Preston Power, Hadley Dazen. Wyatt Nicholas trying to work around the defender. Curled around one guy and then released a pass that went right between Landon Duncan's legs, out of bounds. The Thatcher Eagles, they've got Christian Carter out there in the lineup. Isaac Palmer on the floor right now. Wyatt Nicholas is out there. Also in the lineup is Chad Johnson. And Landon Duncan is the fifth, I think, that I had not mentioned there. So Show Low working baseline, Thomas Ellsworth. And it looked like he might have dribbled on the baseline. And that's a Show Low turnover. 2:55 remaining in the third quarter. The Eagles bring it into front court. To the high post, Nicholas. Carter left side. Cut off by Thomas Ellsworth. Carter reverses back around him in the paint. Dishes. Johnson outside to Duncan for the mid-range jump shot that would not fall. Rebound, Power for Show Low. To Seeley in the paint. Ellsworth inside, turnaround, Power, too much, too strong. And it's brought down by Landon Nicholas, who then has his dribble taken away by Hadley Dazen. Nice adjustment by Dazen on the drive, and he beats 2 defenders after getting the steal. Dazen's got the basket. And his first points of the game for the Cougars. And on the opposite end of the floor, the nice, soft, short jumper is good for Wyatt Nicholas. You got 2 minutes, under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. A 41-30 advantage as Hadley Dazen rips those cords with a big three-pointer. Dazen providing a lift off the bench, a Thatcher travel, and Show Low is back out to their largest lead of the game, 14 points. That great closeout to the first half by the Thatcher Eagles, and Show Low has reversed that trend completely, and there's Hadley Dazen with the big shot from outside on your replay. Well, I want to say hello to Daniel Jones, the football coach at Thatcher High School. And by the way, the former Blue Ridge Yellow Jacket, that's where he played quarterback way back in the day, everybody. As you watch Ellsworth on the drive and has his shot blocked out of bounds. And in the process, fouled to the free throw line goes Thomas Ellsworth. Third foul of the game on Isaac Palmer. Ellsworth. First one is good. Anyway, Daniel Jones, the coach there at Thatcher, football coach at Thatcher, wanted me to give a shout out to his boy, Ryan Jones. Ryan Jones, number 10, who is right now on the floor. He's there, taking up a spot in the key, positioning perhaps for a rebound. There he is. There's Ryan Jones, the son of the football coach. And Coach Jones, Daniel Jones, thanks for, I'm assuming that the deal is that you're not here at the arena, that you are actually watching back home. I looked around for you in the crowd here before the game, but I couldn't spot you. So I'm assuming you're watching the broadcast. And Coach Jones, hey man, we love you. And you continue to do great things with Thatcher. You guys had another solid season out there, football. There's a nice follow and tip in, followed by a Thatcher timeout. Great follow there on the play by Braden Bryce, and he's going to get that bucket for the Eagles and trim the Show Low lead, which was at its largest, 16 points. It's now down to 14. Show Low 46. Thatcher 32. With 55 seconds remaining in the third quarter, we'll just stay put right here, everybody, through the timeout. And say big thank you to you for joining us on the broadcast. And thanks to our sponsors that make it possible for us to bring it to you. Holbrook Family Dentistry, a great basketball sponsor here, Northland Basketball sponsor. I see one of the school board members here at Show Low across the way. His name is Paul Wyatt. Paul Wyatt is in the crowd there. And Paul is the owner at Beeman Well Drilling. And they are one of our sponsoring partners as well. Thank you to Beeman Well Drilling for the partnership. Thanks as well to Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. That is a great place to go Christmas shopping for people like me. People like me. They've got a power tool section that I love to spend quality time in. So think about Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard for your Christmas shopping list. You saw that graphic from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint as well. They present the halftime report, and they do a wonderful job. Customer service, quality work, quality glass when they replace your vehicle's glass or do your tint for you as well. Here's a whistle and a foul on Ryan Jones. We talked about him a moment ago, and Ryan decided, I'm going to get my name called again. He commits a personal foul to send Thomas Ellsworth to the line for Show Low. Cougars have shot free throws well here in the third period. They've had plenty of opportunities, and they are 6 out of 6 from the line in the third quarter. Part of what has led to their double digits advantage right now. 15-point lead for the Cougars. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Spot up, three from downtown. That's going to be just left of the intended mark. Palmer missing on the shot. Rebound Show Low. Thatcher foul. Scratch it. It's not a Thatcher foul. It's a Show Low foul. It's a foul on Cameron Wallenstein, the first time that he has been guilty today. 3 team fouls on the Cougars. 5 team fouls on Thatcher, but that won't be that consequential. Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. And reset those fouls at the end of the quarter. And there's a foul on Hadley Dazen coming out to try and intercept a pass. 2 fouls in the game on Dazen. Close out the third quarter. See what Thatcher has left in the tank for the fourth period. The Lady Cougars got a win earlier. They got a big win over Thatcher. And Show Low's girls varsity is now 15-0 on the season. What a start. Final 4 seconds right here. Jump shot right side. Off the back iron, no good. Kobzowitz rebound, and that's how the quarter ends. With Show Low in front, 47-32. Everybody do stand by. A quick timeout, and the fourth quarter is on the way. More Northland Basketball coming right up.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Welcome back in for the fourth quarter here on this broadcast of Northland Basketball at Hatch Toyota Arena, Show Low High School. Thanks for watching on the Sports Zone YouTube and Facebook channels. Thanks for listening across the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM Show Low, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. And a pull-up jump shot to start the fourth quarter from Christian Carter is no good for Thatcher. Preston Power has the Show Low rebound, and the Cougars own the basketball as the fourth quarter does get underway. Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone. My name is Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play call. Nice feed to Cutter Seeley. Could not complete the transaction. Rebound Isaac Palmer, and he'll stop and pop from the top of the key. It's no good there. And then tipped out, last touched out by Chad Johnson. The Show Low starting five for the fourth quarter. Cutter Seeley is out there. Cameron Wallenstein, Preston Power, Thomas Ellsworth, and finally Nash Brewer, the original starting five. Tipped ball and out of bounds to Show Low. Let's check Thatcher for their five to get this fourth quarter underway. So you watch Nash Brewer with the long inbound pass. Wallenstein couldn't get it to go. Saved on the rebound by Preston Power, and Show Low's got it inside to Preston, and he quickly turns to the basket. And really, it was only a half turn to the basket, and Power able to get the scoring underway for Show Low in the fourth quarter. So a minute in, Show Low gets to a 17-point advantage, their biggest lead of the basketball game. Carter drives, reverse layup, couldn't get the English on it. And it would not go in. Rebound, collision, hard fall, travel on Power, and Preston and Landon Duncan are going to get into each other. Well, they got tangled up. Now a technical foul is called on one of the Thatcher bench coaches. Head coach is on the floor. Scott Hoffmeyer, the athletic director for Show Low, is in the vicinity with the officials. And once the assistant coach got up on his feet to let him know how he felt about the situation, he got teed up immediately. So Show Low's going to get a couple of foul shots out of this. See if they can extend their largest lead of the game. And the officials talk it over. Do we have a replay? Let's take a look at it. Here it is. I think you're gonna get a really good look at it. There's the battle for the rebound, and now gonna get tangled up about right here. Wow, that was well, look, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna reserve my comments on that one because I've been in that situation before as a dude. And there might have been a little over-aggressiveness. Obviously, when you get up and then you go into somebody, that's a tough one right there. Technical foul assessed on Thatcher, but that's because the coach got up off the bench.
So 1 green, technical.
Okay, they're going to give a technical on Landon Duncan. And also on Power, so double technicals. And there's also a technical on the Thatcher bench. So 3 technical fouls assessed. And you know what? I think the officials got it exactly right. Forget the initial contact that took the players to the floor and how that happened and how that should be. I'll let you make up your own mind on that. I've got definite feelings on it, and I just don't want to share them right now. But when the players got up, Duncan wasn't happy, and he let Power know it. Power came up a little too physical. That's why they both got teed up there, and then, of course, the coach coming off the bench. Cameron Wallenstein to shoot the foul shots, technical foul shots for Show Low. Wallenstein makes both. His team now on top by 19, 51-32. Show Low's going to get the ball for an inbound. So I guess because there were 2 technicals against Thatcher and 1 on Show Low, what you get out of that is you get the team that has the advantage there gets to shoot the foul shots. The other team, why give them foul shots, right? I mean, it makes sense to me that there's a balance there. Thatcher's not going to get the opportunity to shoot in spite of the 1 technical foul shot which was called on Power. And I see a warning signal that my computer battery is dying as Wallenstein gets a little more work done on a nice feed that finds him inside, and Cameron Wallenstein adds to his point total and Show Low's point total. It plugs in down there on the side. And Show Low is in front by their largest margin yet, 32 points, as you watch Keegan Kobzowitz drag down a rebound. Here come the Show Low Cougars with the basketball. Nash Brewer outside. He is closely guarded by Isaac Palmer. Drive by Seeley and Cutter. Too much on it. Shovel pass from Nash Brewer, who gets the assist to Kobzowitz. Keegan's got his first bucket of the game. Show Low's lead continues to grow, 55-32. Oh, good pass inside. Carter with the beautiful pass to his teammate, but Bronson Stringfellow, who's just checked in, couldn't finish that one. Tied up, Ellsworth tied up by Carter. Jump ball, Show Low to inbound. Trying to find Ellsworth underneath. It's intercepted. Up the floor. Lefty on the runner. It's no good for Wyatt Nicholas, but tipped down and controlled by the Eagles. Christian Carter trying to reverse into the paint. Cut off by Ellsworth. Back outside. 5:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. Show Low 55. Thatcher 32. Left side, Carter drives. And that's going to roll off the rim, no good. Looked like he had the shot, but that one didn't go in. Wallenstein with a pass up the floor, trying to find Ellsworth in the corner. And Nicholas comes out, gets a fingertip on it, knock it out of bounds. Show Low's student section having a fun time here at the game. And you know what? Win, lose, or draw, student section always has a fun time, don't they? Who has more fun? Who has more fun, the players or the student section? Brewer on the drive, and Nash is able to finish. Nash has had a great game. 13, lucky 13 in the game for Nash. Cameron Wallenstein leads it with 15 points. Here's the jumper on the way, and that one is good for Thatcher. Chad Johnson with the delivery. I would say about 90 seconds away from being able to just pretty much pronounce it a Show Low win if the lead stays like this. Wallenstein tried to get there, couldn't make the shot. That one's going to tip and out of bounds. Looks like Thatcher got a hand on it. Thomas Ellsworth to throw the inbound. He's got it into Wallenstein. He slips. Able to keep the pivot foot planted. But fouled by Stringfellow. .412 remaining. 57-35. Show Low just taking over the game in the second half. Cougars trying to get to 6-1 for the season. The Eagles would be at 1-2 if the score stands like this. Cobblewoods couldn't make the shot. Thatcher eventually with the basketball. Yeah, it was a pretty nice finish. Chad Johnson. Next time Chad Johnson makes a two like he just did. Oh, I got to figure out how to work in. Let's see, how many points does Chad Johnson have in the game? He's got 7. If he can make a free throw, if Chad Johnson can get fouled to make a free throw, we're going to call that Ocho Cinco. Does anybody get that? If he can get to 8 points, Ocho Cinco on the free throw. Anybody out there get that? If you do, comment please. Comment please on our YouTube live chat. Hey, how about that shot? Nice turnaround, Keeban Kobzowitz. Couple of buckets in the fourth quarter for the Cougars. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Here in the fourth quarter, rebound. Show Low on the run. Seeley, shot blocked. Good defense getting back. The man that got the shot block was Isaac Palmer. Knocked it out of bounds. Anybody out there get the reference? Nobody? Here comes the inbound. And a Preston Power jump shot. No good. And a nice finish by Christian Carter. Get the transition bucket for his team and a quick timeout from the bench. Carter's got 13 in the game, a full timeout. So we'll take a 30-second break here on our broadcast. Don't go anywhere with 2:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Show Low's got a 59-39 advantage over Thatcher. This is Northland Basketball. Back in a moment.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Okay, as I said, if Chad Johnson gets fouled and he makes a free throw, he sinks a free throw. If he sinks the free throw, that's Ocho Cinco, because he'll have 8 points in the game. Anybody get that? Anybody get the reference? Chad Johnson. Clock starts rolling. 2:50 remaining in the fourth quarter, everybody. Hadley Dazen, nice pass to Preston Power, who immediately gets schwacked by Chad Johnson. Chad's first foul today. Fourth team foul on Thatcher. Show Low's got 2 fouls. Under 3 minutes remaining in regulation. 59-39. Inbound. Thomas Ellsworth. Wallenstein. And it gets it back to Ellsworth near the top of the key. Picks up his dribble. 59-39, Show Low in front, cruising to their 6th victory of the season. Dazen outside. Wallenstein. And the entry pass is deflected by Isaac Palmer, and he does a nice job because he was able to force the ball out of bounds off of Preston Power. And so Thatcher will take over the basketball, but limited time, precious few seconds remaining in the game for the Eagles. Looks like a A doubleheader sweep on the way for these Show Low varsity clubs. A big, big win for the Lady Cougars earlier. Final score in that game was 55-18, and with the win, Show Low girls 15-0. When the rankings come out for 3A basketball, if there's anybody else but Show Low ranked number 1, when that does eventually happen, that is going to be a travesty. And here's this question. Could they go wire to wire? I think they're good enough to win a championship. It won't be easy. There's a lot of good quality teams, not just Show Low. The East has Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge is good. Snowflake is very good. The 3A North has some great basketball. Alchese is great. Winter Rock Lady Scouts. Page always good. Monument Valley's got a talented, tough team. Tuba City, we've seen them with some good wins early on this season. A personal foul just a moment ago whistled on Thomas Ellsworth, his 3rd of the game. 3 fouls on Thomas. And, of course, that doesn't take into account the 2 or 3 other high-quality 3A opponents on the girls' side when the playoffs get here. You can always expect from places like Valley Christian or others. But that Show Low Lady Cougars team, they're good enough, I would think, with all of the success they've had early. And I know the AIA technically does not count the tournament games when they figure out their power rankings, but that crazy algorithm that produces the rankings. So you watch Christian Carter bury a 3 for Thatcher. That algorithm, however it works, inside the final minute of this game, it's got to account for games played in tournaments. It has to, because they talk about how, there's like thousands and thousands of games played across not just the state but the country that all factor into an individual team's ranking. And I don't know how it works, but I'm just going by what they've told us in the past. So something tells me that, tournament games somewhere along the line have to matter in some way when the rankings are produced. Show Low with the big start to their season at 15-0, that girls team. You would think that highly likely they'll be number 1 when the rankings come out. There's a whistle to stop play with 36.9 seconds remaining. Show Low's just got to finish this thing out. They got a 17-point lead, and, they got the starters out there, and, that's their decision. Both teams really playing with most of their first frontline starters. You watch a steal. Seeley steals it. Brewer's got it. 20 seconds left. Drops it back to Cutter. Goes at the baseline, brings it back, and gets called for the carry with 12.9 seconds remaining in regulation. Show Low's going to win. Time to look through and determine our Sports Zone Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Cameron Wallenstein is the high point man with 15 points. Preston Power, 14 points. Nash Brewer, 13 in the game. We're going to get a whistle. And there's how it ends, everybody. Congratulations to the Show Low Cougars. 59-42 victory tonight over the Thatcher Eagles. And it was one that got a little bit testy for a moment. But in the end, the game closes out and Show Low gets the doubleheader varsity victory. Check with our broadcast team on the player of the game announcement here. And it looks like we're going to go with the co-players of the game in this one tonight, everybody. Co-players for this one: Cameron Wallenstein, the high point man, and Nash Brewer, who was just 2 points behind him in the scoring column. Those two young men will each get those terrific T-shirts from our presenting sponsors of the player of the game, White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Let's see if the guys are staying out or going to the locker room. If they're going to the locker room, there goes the guys. So they're going to go. Well, are they going to the locker room or are they going to stay? Do I grab a timeout? No, I'm going to stay right here. Okay. All right. We get a chance to talk to tonight's heroes. We had co-players in the girls' game earlier. And the boys are going to was going to do the same thing. And there they are, making their way to the broadcast desk to collect their reward for a great night. Let's grab Cameron there, I guess. Final score again, 59-42, everybody. The Cougars with the victory. All right, let's do this. Welcome in courtside to Show Low High School, Northland basketball fans, for our wrap-up on this Northland basketball broadcast. Presented here at the Sports Zone, a Show Low victory over Thatcher. 59-42 is the final. Here's where we bring you Cougar basketball. Time to announce the Sports Zone's players of the game. It's co-players tonight, and we talk first up with the junior, right? The junior. Cameron Wallentine joins us. He is the high point man tonight for Show Low. He knocked down 15 points in the Cougars' victory over the Thatcher Eagles, 59-42. Cameron, congratulations.
Thank you.
Big win for you and the guys tonight. And you guys have had a good start to your season. A little overshadowed sometimes by what the girls are doing out there. But, hey, listen, you guys are having a great year and a great start now, 6-1 after tonight's win. How did it feel to get the win tonight over Thatcher?
We needed it after losing to Coolidge a while ago.
Sometimes that bounce-back win is everything, isn't it? Cameron, that team you played out there tonight, they battled hard, particularly closing out the first half. Your team had a big lead. And then all of a sudden, a dry spell. Couldn't hit a shot, couldn't make a basket. Thatcher just chipped away at the end of the first half, and they reduced a 12-point lead down to 2. And then they came out, tied the game to start the second half. They had all the momentum. What did your team do? What did the Cougars do to take that back in the second half?
Well, at the end of the second half, we were just not getting back on defense, and they were getting wide-open layups. So we just started getting back and hustling, and that's what showed.
What was the discussion with Coach Simmons like in the locker room at halftime?
We just needed to get back. They were just getting too many open layups.
Was there a lot of confidence with the team? Did you guys feel like this was your game to win?
Yeah.
Yep. Talking with Cameron Wallentine, the left-hander. I got to ask you, you shoot with the left hand. By the way, I mean, you got a great shot, great release, okay? I don't know. You know Chris Mullins? You ever heard of him?
Yep.
All right. You ever watch him shoot?
No.
Well, go out and watch some highlights. Chris Mullen.
All right.
You got very much a Chris Mullen type shot. It looks great, and he was a great pure shooter way back in the day with all us old guys, right? Go watch his highlights, okay? You find it on YouTube, I'm sure. But, you got a great shot. You're a lefty. I saw you make this cross-court pass with your right hand, sometime early on in the second half. Do you remember that play? You threw the ball? Do you throw the ball right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed with everything except for shooting the basketball.
No kidding. Come on. How in the world does that happen?
I don't know.
So you're right-handed. You throw right-handed.
Yep.
You eat an ice cream cone right-handed.
Yeah.
You do everything right-handed except shoot the basketball. How did you learn it? Do you have any idea where it came from? Were you taught that by a
no,
coach or a
I kind
parent?
of taught myself. I was shooting two hands when I was younger, so I just kind of started working on my left hand, and it just stuck. Okay, so you're a great lefty shooter, but you've got to have a pretty good right-handed shot as well, do you? Not really.
No, really.
No.
You can't hit a little 10-footer out there?
No.
With consistency. Can't do it. Man, I'll never understand that, but
Yeah.
that is great, man. That's great. Well, you had a great game tonight. You led the team in scoring with 15. You did you feel it out there? Did you? You were playing with confidence for sure, and a lot of times a guy gets in the zone. How would you describe your night tonight?
I just wasn't shooting very well to start the game. My coach just always says to keep shooting, and I did, and I started knocking down a couple shots.
I got to tell you, that's one aspect of, I think, playing for Coach James Simmons that has to feel good for guys like you, because he does encourage you. If you're open, he wants you to take the shot, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you guys did tonight, and it produced a big victory. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, there's one of our Sports Zone players of the game right there, Cameron Wallentine. Hey, let's show that T-shirt, because you got to have family and friends watching back home, watching out there, relatives, and you get that great shirt. You like that?
Yep.
All right. You got it, buddy. Congratulations. All right, Cameron Wallentine, one of our Sports Zone players of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We join a guy who's very familiar with that headset right there. He's been on that headset, on that microphone a lot over the course of what has been a pretty illustrious high school athletic career. We're going to talk to to Nash Brewer. Hey, Nash, congratulations on the win tonight.
Hey, Floyd, thank you.
Hey, you're one of the Sports Zone's players of the game in this one here. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. You're going to get another How many T-shirts you got? How many player of the game T-shirts?
I only have one.
One?
Mm-hmm.
You only have one?
I only have one. Swear.
Well, then you must have picked up the award multiple times before we ever started giving T-shirts.
No, I think it was.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So you have one. Well, you're gonna have a second one here pretty dang soon, man. But 59-42 the win for you guys. You beat Thatcher. Hey, there was a physical game out there. Got a little testy, man. I tell you, the Thatcher team trying to fight back, wanted to get that win. Talk about your team. You guys kept your composure pretty well. Stayed through in a physical game. How did you feel about the win tonight?
It felt good. I thought we really moved the ball really well. There's a time when they came back right before the half where we just got sloppy, but we cleaned it up at the end when it really mattered, and now we won by 20?
Absolutely. In fact, it was a 17-point win, but 20 is close enough,
Yeah.
right? You just round it up. Round it up like they ask you to round up in the drive-thru. Do they ever ask you to round up? You want to round up in the drive-thru?
Yeah.
Yeah, for education or something like that?
I always do it.
Yeah. Do you? You round up?
I always do.
I always ask if I can round down. After all the, I've rounded up. It's my turn. Can we round down? I need the money.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nash Brewer with us, everybody, one of our players of the game. And Nash, you talked about the ball movement. I thought for you in particular, we haven't seen every game you played, that's for sure, this season. But to me, this was easily the best game I've seen you play. Was this the best overall game you've put together yet this year?
Nope. Saturday was my best game.
You played well then.
And you think we hit threes in this game, or hit shots in this game?
Yeah.
You should have been there Saturday.
Knocking them down.
Oh, yep, we didn't miss.
Knocking them down. You guys have had a great start now, 6-1 to start this season. How do you feel about the outlook for the Cougars?
I think this team has a little bit something special. Definitely playoff contenders, and I think we can, if we keep ourselves composed, then we can do it no matter what.
Nash, you look like that foot of yours, the one you broke during football season. You look like that thing has healed up nicely. I see no evidence of you being slowed down out there. How do you feel?
This is the first game without it being taped, so feels good to be on it slightly normally. There's some times where I feel like I'm a little bit held back, but hasn't really stopped me too much.
Can I get a word from you about the supporting cast of guys out there? First of all, there's no denying that this team goes through Preston. He's the guy. I think Preston is on his way to probably being a first-team All-State player in the state. If not, he's going to be close. And I think it goes through Preston, but you've got a great supporting cast of guys out there. Guys like you and Cameron are players of the game tonight, and the rest of this team. Talk about the guys that fill it out and complement Preston out there on the floor.
I think Thomas Ellsworth, he has the energy of a deer, man. That guy can run. I don't even think he came off the court tonight.
No kidding.
Hadley Dazen, no doubt about it. He hustles, he gets rebounds.
Great guy off the bench.
Exactly, yep. Keegan, I can name every single player if I wanted to, but Keegan for sure, Cohen Stoddard will go in and get rebounds. I can name everyone, but it
is a very solid team, man. It's going to be fun to watch the Cougars playing in the East this year. Some tough competition out there. Snowflake's always going to be tough. Winslow's got a good club here in the season. You guys got your work cut out for you, and can't wait till we get into the thick of the region season, man.
Yep.
Congratulations on the win. Why don't you show those good people out there that great T-shirt that you're getting? There it is. Take a look at it, everybody. Nash, there's only your second T-shirt? You got to be kidding me. I thought you had a full wardrobe of Sports Zone gear.
I wish, dude. I could, maybe, but
yeah. Well,
I'm a little late.
We'll take care of you, man, okay?
All right.
Good job. Congratulations. Nash
Thank you.
Brewer, the co-player of the game tonight. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And what a victory for Show Low. They win 59-42 tonight. Northland Basketball right here at the Sports Zone. And we get one final discussion in. Let's talk to the victorious head coach. Different family, different part of the family tree. I don't know where, Coach, I don't know if we're related somewhere way, way, way back. You got to figure we are somewhere way back in England or something, way back generations ago. But this is James Simmons, everybody joining us now, the head coach of the Show Low Cougars, as they get a win tonight, 59-42. Our final score tonight here at Hatch Toyota Arena. Coach, congratulations. Nice win for you and the guys.
Thank you. I thought our kids played really hard, and I thought they played well. We were missing Mason, our point guard, but I thought we played really well.
Coach, tell us what went wrong in the second quarter. You hit a dry spell, and the Thatcher Eagles stormed back and made a 2-point halftime lead. after you guys had built a better than double digits lead in that second quarter. What happened there?
Yeah, one of the things we talked about, we were up 24-12, and then they closed on that run of 10-0, and we just got unsettled, and we rushed some things. Again, some of these kids are learning how to play varsity, and so as we progress through the season, I think we're going to continue to get better.
Got a great game out of Cameron Wallenstein. Nash told me he played great on Saturday. I didn't get to see that performance. I did get to see the one tonight, and I thought this was the best game I've seen yet this season from Nash. Those two guys combined, and I mean, it was a full team victory. There's no doubt about it. Preston had another solid game for you, but those two guys I thought combined nicely to help lead the way.
Absolutely. We count on Cam to do a lot of good things for us, and he was a kind of a part-time player last year, went through some injuries last year, but the expectation for him and the ceiling for him has really gone up, and so he's risen to the occasion, I think. And he plays hard. Nash has had a couple of really good games. I mean, he's so quick and fast, and he can get deflections and steals. So one of the things I'm most proud of today is we had 3 kids in double figures, and if we're going to run this system, we've got to have multiple scorers.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Coach, you did a great job there. Your defense. How would you grade your defense today?
I thought, the defense is probably what kept us in the game, even though they made that run in the second quarter. I thought our third quarter, we just came out and just stormed them. And I think we had 23 points in the third quarter. And so I think that helped, with our defense and the turnovers. And I thought we talked really well on defense, too.
Well, Coach, it's another great win for you and a great start. Talked with your guys earlier. Your team gets a little bit overshadowed by what the girls program is doing right now. They're 15-0 start to the campaign, but your team at 6-1 now. Boy, it's a great start. You've got to be very proud of the boys.
Absolutely.
program.
We Coach Francis and I, get along really well, and we work well together, and our kids, we really like both programs like each other a lot. And I had that down in Globe with Emily Belvedere. And so it's important to me to make sure that we're on an even field with both coaches and the players, and they really like each other. Our boys root for the girls in the stands, if you notice, when they're playing. And so we're really proud of the girls and what they've accomplished. I mean, that tournament at Flagstaff when they won that one last weekend, just amazing. Coach Francis does a great job with our girls.
Combined 21-1 records between these boys and girls programs at Show Low. That is something to really stand up and take note of, everybody. And as you get in closer to Christmas, get ready to go into Christmas with a little bit of activity left, hey, it's going to be a great holiday season for these teams and set you up nicely for the second half of the year.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it every day. That's what we talk about, every practice, every day, every game, one at a time.
Coach Simmons, congratulations. Good win for you.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
You got it. James Simmons there, the head coach of Show Low. Final score, 59-42. Show Low has taken down Thatcher to get their 6th win of the season. They are now 6-1 overall. Thatcher drops to 1-2. They haven't played a whole lot, the Thatcher team. In fact, the Show Low girls have played 15 games. The Thatcher boys have played 3 games total on the season so far. I guess that's how the schedule shakes out for some teams. Some get a lot of action early. Some have to wait till maybe January to really get into the thick of things. Meanwhile, a win for the Show Low boys. And I mentioned the final, 59-42. Thanks to our broadcast team led by the producer, Derek Simmons. Also our technical director, David Simmons, with a great performance. The young man, he's only, 2-3 games in as a technical director for us. And David, a tremendous job tonight. Well done on the looks out there. Well done on engineering this one, David. And I'm very proud of the effort by the entire team. That includes big Sean Ulvestad up there on camera 1, everybody. Well, thanks for being with us and for the entire crew. Floyd Simmons saying, God bless you. Have a great night. Stay warm out there. We'll see you on Thursday night from Snowflake as they take on Round Valley and a doubleheader that begins at 6 p.m. Until then, have a great night. Good night, everybody, from Show Low High School.